Hello and welcome to Interactive Distractions, episode number 534. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yes, that sounds right. Okay. Sounds right. My name is Chris Furcio, and I am here with Jason A. Striker.
Yo, hello.
And Geoff Chorney.
What up, everyone?
And today we have quite a bit to talk about. We're going to do some distractions, news. We got the show, the Sony, what's it called? State of Play.
State of Play.
We're going to give away a game.
Yes.
We love doing that. It's fun. And we'll do that later in the show. But yeah, let's see what's going on. Geoff, how are you, dude? It's been a week.
I'm doing okay. I'm going to keep this one quick, but I'm falling down not a rabbit hole. I'm pulling a Jason, and
oh no,
I started
I'm so sorry.
getting stuff, and then I'm like, well, I can't just have one. And
I know. What did you do?
Did you buy Lego sets on AliExpress?
No, I didn't do that.
Okay.
I got so a while back I bought that Vega figure, figure that has the ones that have that are correct, crazily posable, and they have all these articulated parts. So they just released.
I know what you're talking about.
A Cammy. So I had to get Cammy.
Nice.
She's who I main in Street Fighter 6.
I love the boxes on those because they look like arcade machines.
Yeah. And then I had to get this one because I'm gonna make a little diorama type thing. This one's big. This one's quite a bit bigger, but I had to go with Sagat.
Shit.
Nice.
Yeah, he is huge.
Yeah, he's much bigger than the other two so far.
Is he more expensive?
Are there others?
He was more expensive. I think he was $10 more expensive, I think.
Whoa.
There are other ones. They have Ryu and Ken and stuff, but I'm trying to only go for the ones that are I don't know. They have Blanca. I considered getting Blanca, but
yeah,
I'm not sure how many more they're going to release. I don't think they have Bison yet. But I'm not going to get all of them. Just one of some of the characters that I like. Yeah, I know.
We'll see.
For now, he's not getting all of them.
I need to find a place that sells them here because right now with all the stuff going on, he's coming across the border. I got to pay extra tax. So I got notified by UPS and they're or FedEx and they're like, hey, there's more taxes on these because of the tariffs.
God.
Son of a bitch. But anyway, that's about it though. It was just work and figures and games basically. And then this weekend, no plan. So T and I were just chilling. We went out today. We went on a walk, which was fun. It was a really nice day today.
Nice.
And we went and got some lunch and did just some other random stuff. Now we're here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
That is it.
All right. Jason, what about you, man? What's up?
I've been binging TV and movies and shit.
Ooh,
I started watching The Peacemaker because John Cena is a really good fucking superhero or anti-hero, I guess. He's really carrying that show on his shoulders and just running with it. It's so ridiculous. It's really good. I'm caught up in a week. I just binged the first season and then caught up to episode 6 or whatever it is, just the other night. So
I still have to watch season 2. I haven't started it yet.
It starts off a little weird, but it's going places.
It's so funny, man.
It's pretty weird. It's so fucking over the top. It's some of the situations that they put John Cena in, you would not expect. I'll say that much. Other than that, I finally got the Nightmare on Elm Street 4K collection, all 7 movies. Mm-hmm. And I'm about 5 movies in so far, so I got a couple more to go, not counting Jason versus Freddy. But those movies are really bad.
I was going to say, how those holding up for you?
After part 3, holy shit. Parts 4 and 5, no bueno. No fucking bueno. Those were not fun. And in fact, I fell asleep during the opening credits of one of them. Yeah, and then woke up at the ending credits.
Good thing Freddy didn't get you.
Yeah, exactly.
That's right.
But other than that, I did a little bit of video game stuff, but things are pretty chill around the house right now. So things are good. Yeah,
I highly recommend Heavy Metal if you like Peacemaker, just because they're similar in a lot of ways.
Twisted
especially
Metal.
the humor.
Twisted Metal, right? Twisted Metal, right?
Say?
Heavy Metal. Okay.
I meant Twisted Metal. Yes.
Twisted Metal makes more sense. I was like, really?
Heavy Metal. Okay. What? No. That was that cartoon I wasn't allowed to watch when I was a kid.
That my uncle took me to when I was 6 or 7 years old. Jesus Christ.
That explains a lot, Jason.
I wonder if he like cared, or if he was just like fucking like petrified the entire time and didn't want to like make a big deal about it. Like, oh yeah, okay, all right, sure, we're just this is a normal thing.
Just watching her with death and sex. It's fine.
Yep. Yeah, that does explain a lot. It really does. Chris, what are you up to?
Let's see. Not a lot. I ended up taking this week off to try and get things done around the house.
Yeah, how'd it go?
Yeah, not so well.
Nothing got done around the house, did it?
No, we got some stuff done, but like there was a lot of things that just ended up with roadblocks. Like, I had some ceiling fans I had to put up. And I need to apparently do electrical work for both of the ones that I was trying to pull up. So that was a problem. And I'm not going to, I don't mind putting up a ceiling fan. Like that's not a big deal. But if there's anything that needs to be done to the electric wires that I'm trying to hook it up to, I'm not fucking with any of that. So, let's see, what did I get done? So today was a very exciting day, and I don't know how many people own homes, but if you ever owned a home and moved into it when the owners left behind gallons of paint.
Oh no. Well,
that shit's hard to get rid of.
Yeah.
Today there was a Boy Scout troop that was basically collecting paint cans. So that to raise money. So I went and I brought, it was $5. God damn it. What are they doing? Jeez. Sorry. We also got new internet, so that's a thing.
Okay.
And we switched our phone plans. So my phone's getting blown up by my son right now because the internet isn't the same for him, and it's like, just get over it. What was I talking about? Paint cans. So
paint
cans.
had
don't cut any of this. I had like 20 something gallons, like not actually full gallons, but gallon cans.
Holy shit.
14 spray paint cans, and like 2 of those like big those big like 18 to 20 gallon things. Brought them all, and I was like, all right, how much I owe you? And these things have been in the house for like 8 years, right? So
yeah.
They added it all up, and it was like $218 for a donation. I'm like, here's $250. You're doing me a favor. Thank you very much. And I just like gone. Like they took everything out of the trunk, and I'm like, regardless of what happened this week, that was successful, and I'm happy. So
there you go.
Did that. Dogs went to the vet this week. Lots of life stuff. Trying to we were trying to get a vacation going. And that didn't work out. So there was a lot of hitting walls when trying to get things done. But we're altering course and still going forward. So, but yeah. And then next week is Yote. So I have off on Thursday and Friday to play Yote.
Oh shit. It is. Yeah. Damn.
It's like around the corner, right? So it all happens so quick. But yeah, that's it for me. So let's talk some games. What do we got this week?
The big thing for me actually is Hades 2. I didn't get to play it until, I've had it in early access for like a year or whatever now, but it's finally 1.0. And that came out on Thursday. So that was just a couple days ago. Since then, I've probably put in like maybe 8 hours or something like that. So I've got a fairly good chunk of the beginning. I'm only like a couple like locations deep, but the loop has already grabbed me.
Yeah. Okay.
Like a large portion of the playtime that I had was just a solid chunk, because it was a one more run kind of situation. Everything that you loved about Hades, if you did love it, like I did, that was a game of the year for me. That year, I believe, and it is that and more. It's a more polished and like a little more diverse as far as like the powers and the synergies with everything, and then also unlockables and skill trees and Yeah, it's hard to say like it's really innovative or anything, because it is just more Hades for the most part. But that's not necessarily a bad thing, right?
I played a lot of well, not a lot. I won't say a lot. I played a bit of the first one. It never grabbed me, and like the way other, like I've never been huge on roguelites, so I'm not going to pretend that it's a genre that I tend to go after. But the ones that grabbed me like the shoot, I'm trying to remember what the one was called. It was a side scroller, more like a Metroidvania. No, well, Dead Cells is one of them, but that's not the one I'm thinking of. There's I don't remember. I have to go
Legacy.
It's yes, actually, Rogue Legacy is so Rogue Legacy and Dead Cells are the two that really got me and really sucked me in. Hades didn't. I put about 2 or 3 hours into it. Probably did, you know, it might have been a little bit more than that. I probably did like 4 runs or so, and never really grabbed me. So I always wanted to go back and try it again because I did like it. It just, for some reason, I ended up just moving on.
Yeah, so I don't know that you would need to go back and play like Hades 1 if you wanted to jump into this one.
Yeah.
This one doles out a lot more story. It front loads it a little bit better. And I would say like within the first couple of runs, there was already, like a couple different storylines that I'm following. So multiple characters, everybody's written really well. There's great music. This game is fucking great.
Is there anything that they changed from the first to the second, like mechanic wise, or it's like what kind of like any quality of life things that changed, or any of that kind of stuff?
First and foremost, like I would say the progression, the skill progression is a little bit different. It's not necessarily a tree, but it's like this like grid system. It's like a grid of like 9 different, like tarot cards. And each card has a certain like cost essentially. And you have you start off with like 10 points that you can put into it, and you can pick, the cards that are like, right next to each other. And then depending on, how much they cost, you're limited by that, but you get more points. And the farther that you go into the grid, the more it expands. So it's like you can change your loadout at any time, essentially. You're not stuck to like one particular branch or anything like that. You can reverse it and spend the points in a different direction and go that way. Weapons are pretty much the same for the most part. Like I said, the story is a little better front loaded. Trying to think of what else. There's like crafting materials and shit. So there's a shit ton of stuff that you're picking up, while you're playing. And
what are you doing with the crafting? Like, what are you crafting?
So you're crafting new weapons. You're crafting new spells and hexes. You're crafting new like shops essentially that pop up in your camp.
So it's kind of like similar to what they did in the first one with the there was a currency you got in the first one where you would unlock stuff.
Yeah, there's like 12 different currencies at least. And they're all for different things. It's not confusing, but you do feel like you're making progress with each run, that you're getting a little more powerful, whether that be, you're crafting something new, or, getting new power or weapon or something like that, or even just, additional story stuff is great. So, like I said, if you liked Hades, this is a better Hades so far. So I like it a lot.
I've pretty much been hearing the same thing. I've been hearing the same thing about Yote as well. It's basically, if you like the first one, you really like the second one.
Sure.
Problem with Hades though is I don't know if I really like the first one, so I might wait for a sale or grab it down the line maybe.
Yeah, I mean it's only $30
into it this year. That's true. Yeah, it's cheap.
Yeah,
because I tried to get into the first one again earlier this year, and I did get further than I ever got before, but I eventually hit a wall again that I was kind of like, okay, I'm tired of starting at the beginning again, over and over.
Did either of you guys play Pyre?
No.
No, I didn't play much of Pyre.
Okay, so I played the shit out of Bastion.
Yeah.
I played Transistor, right?
Mm-hmm.
I never played Pyre, and I played Hades when it came out. And and that's the thing. It's like I recognize that what Supergiant is good at, and that they are very good at what it is they do with their games. And that in and of itself makes me want to jump into this game and give the gameplay loop another try. You know what I mean? Because I remember how I remember all of us playing fucking Bastion. Like that game was a lot of fun when it came out.
Totally different game though.
Yeah, absolutely. Totally
Style,
different game.
Yeah.
But
all their games have been different. This is the first time they've made a sequel and the first time they've made a game in the same genre.
Yep.
That's true, but Transistor, for some reason, I feel like I remember it. It's not like similar from like the way it's presented to you, but from a gameplay perspective, I don't remember if it was or not. To be honest with you,
it was pretty different.
It was an isometric action RPG,
which
pretty much
what Bastion was as well too.
Yeah, exactly. So they haven't strayed too far. Pyre, they really got different with.
Basically a sports game.
Yeah, that
is it?
Was out there, yeah. But everything else has been not exactly, like similar to one another, but kind of in the same vein. Like they're all action oriented for the most part.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. I love the fucking visual style of the Hades games. I really do. They're gorgeous. I think it looks amazing. The gameplay looks like it's really good. I'll have to give it a shot.
There's some shit that they do with just like visual flourishes, like when menus pop in or characters pop in or something like that. Like, it gets all wispy and shit. It's like a high level of polish to this. Like, it's just amazing. It's so good looking.
And that's the thing is for a game that is so zoomed out, there's so much detail. The effects, the backgrounds, like everything is so beautiful, and it's almost overloading like how much you're getting from a sensory perspective while you're looking at like the backgrounds that you're moving through, like the areas you're moving through, and all the special effects that your attacks and your spells
especially
do. Like
if you're like in a bullet hell kind of situation as well. Fuck yeah.
It's one of those games where
a little crazy.
If you're watching it, you have no idea what the fuck's going on, but when you're actually controlling it, you know exactly what you're doing. It's like this,
But as long as you can keep track, as long as you can keep up with your character on the screen. But yeah, it's definitely it's on my wish list for sure. I'll probably end up getting it this year sometime. It's just a matter of when. I
strongly urge you to check it out because I think it does a better job of onboarding people with the story. I beat the first boss after probably about 4 runs, so that really wasn't that bad. And each run is anywhere from 5 minutes to 20 minutes or something like that. So.
Okay. And what's type of stuff do they give you in between runs? Like, what's the progression?
You bring back gold. Well, no. The gold you spend on the location, but you're getting crafting materials that you're bringing back. You're bringing back these wine flasks that you can gift to characters, and they'll give you trinkets. And the trinkets are boons that you can equip for various runs. But that's really about it. You trade in the crafting materials for additional points that you can put into your, I talked about the grid system before, right? So you can spend points to expand that as well. So there's a shit ton of things that you can.
Yeah, like the first one, you would get stuff like, add 10% to your health pool, stuff like that, or spend your points to get I'm just helping Chris, because Chris just wanted to kind of know what kind of I'm sure you get similar things like that where it's or a better percentage to get the certain types of ability and stuff when you're actually in your run and stuff. All roguelites seem to have this similar thing like that. That's where you're getting your character itself doesn't seem to get more powerful, but your ramp up to be powerful gets quicker and quicker. That's my experience with it with them anyway.
And in my experience, like it gets more addicting the more that you play, because you are unlocking more powers. And the more powers that you have, the more chances for synergies. You can have something where two things just really, really work well together, and you get a fucking overpowered build, and you're like, I am going fucking crazy. I am just blowing through bosses. It's great. So the longer you play, the more shit you unlock, more addicting it is, I think. So
nice, excellent.
But other than that, a tiny bit of Borderlands. Honestly, it was like an hour.
Was that fading on you?
That. I just got into like a movie kick, so movie and TV kick. So
gotcha.
That's what was occupying me. What else you guys got? Geoff?
So I I started playing Hell Is Us. I finally was able to start that because I got my Xbox back.
Nice.
I stopped playing Hell Is Us.
What?
Yeah. Here's the thing. I really like the vibe of that game. The story is very kind of intriguing. The combat got old very fast for me, like very fast. And in the demo, I really liked it because there wasn't a lot of combat, so it seemed okay. But a lot of the enemies in this game, you have to kill like these. There's these colorful orb kind of enemies that spawn from them, and you can't kill the regular enemies till you kill that thing. And they're not hard. I just got tired of the process of, one of those things spawned. I got to go kill that first. And while you're trying to kill that, you're getting hit by other enemies.
No.
And the attacks by these enemies are very like shape based. They're not like a being holding a weapon. They're literally like a shape that can just get big all of a sudden and hit you, or throw like these things at you. Yeah. And it's just like, it's hard to read them.
Counters triangle.
Yeah, and it's just like, okay, well, it's not hard. I don't think I died in combat once. I just got tired of doing that. The majority of the times, like when I was fighting enemies, I didn't have that. A lot more fun, but I did feel like the controls weren't really responsive. I felt like it was a lot of the time the parry mechanic just straight up wasn't working. But again, it's not focused on combat. It's focused on the puzzles and the world. And I get what they were going for, like zero direction. You have a compass. It'll keep track of all key points of information that you have. But where I just finally gave up was, I finished a puzzle that that was kind of like, it wasn't super difficult. It took me a long time because once you actually figure out how to do it, I felt like a genius. But then I got to kind of like another area, and I was just finding things, and I found like 2 different types of keys or whatever, and I was like, I remember there's like doors that maybe these are keys for that door.
Yeah.
But at this point, this is like the 3rd area on the map that I've unlocked, and I don't remember where those doors were. And because there's no map, I'm not going to go back and look everywhere for these. And I'm not. And this is the thing. Thematically, that doesn't make sense in the game. Like the developers might want to be like, hey, absolute like freedom to go and find your stuff, but it's not ultimate freedom like in some like Breath of the Wild where you can climb over stuff easily and you see something, you can get there easily. It's very much like you have to follow paths to certain things. And I get that part, but having no map in a game that their maps exist in the game by other characters, like you will find a map that has like an arrow, like follow this path, go here, but there's like to this main story point. But why can't it just give you something where you get to like a main landmark or something, you could pin something on it, or like he does like a little scribble or something, just that. I don't need like my marker on there. I just need something to look at and be like, okay, there's this here. I put this marker here for that. Why couldn't that be in this? Because it's not like there's no such thing as pens or paper. I mean, this is in the future, technically. Like there's high tech stuff.
I think I think I remember the narrative being that like it was more immersive. Like they wanted you to like just live in that world and
quote unquote immersive.
It was a choice to not have navigation or a map or something like that. It's
100%.
just weird. Yeah.
And if you like that kind of stuff, all the power to you. I was liking it when it was kind of like at first you don't get a lot of stuff at once, so it was easy to keep track of shit. And like if I found something, I'd be like, oh yeah, that's probably over here. Got it. Oh, no problem. The first area isn't too big. None of them are really that big, but just remembering shit. But once you start picking up different items, then you talk to different characters because the game, you can do these good deeds, which are optional side stuff. It'll be things like, most of it's like finding an item for somebody and bringing it to them. But it's not like you meet that person, they tell you, oh, I need this, go get it. Sometimes you'll find an item and then you have to kind of be like, oh, they mentioned something about, I don't know, a teddy bear. I happen to have found this teddy bear like 2 hours ago. I'll give it to them, be like, whatever. And you kind of, I was losing track of like the ones that actually had those missions or whatever. And yes, you can go into your menu and you can kind of see the person who is maybe looking for something, but not always. And it was too much to keep track of. Could I have written shit down? I tried that for a while. Then I found myself just typing on my notepad on my phone more than I was playing the game. And I was like, this is just not fun for me anymore.
Yeah.
This is just not cool. And when I only have like a certain amount of time to game, sometimes it's and I looked for, I think it was like an hour for something to remember, and I did finally find it, and I was like, that's too much for what that was and what I got from it, because these side quests, you do a bunch of them, these good deeds, and then you go to another character, and depending on how many you do, he'll give you items.
Okay.
Of course, you have to remember where that person is and where exactly, whatever. And there's a few of those type of people throughout the world that I've met so far. But I might just end up YouTubing the ending, because I do want to see how this whole thing played out. So the funny part is I might get to it eventually, because I did actually go to trade it in today. Because I wanted to trade in stuff. I had some games I haven't touched in a while. I'm like, I'm just gonna trade it in for store credits. I'm like, I'm probably not gonna go back to this. I really don't think it's my jam.
Yeah.
And the store that I usually go to, they no longer take in Xbox games for trade. So
what?
Yeah. He's like,
no.
At Xbox. He's like, this is new. I'm like, yeah, that's why I kind of figured. He's like, yeah, no, he's like, if I were to give you something, Geoff, he's like, it would be like really low. It's not worth it. And he's like, yeah, they just don't really sell. They don't really sell physical Xbox stuff. They don't sell. Yeah. So I was like, that sucks. Well, okay, no worries. I'll keep it.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, most people I know who have an Xbox, they're mostly digital people. He said they hardly sell the Xbox stuff anymore. So I was like, all right, well, no big deal. I'll just take it back with me. And if I sell it, I sell it. If I get back to it, I get back to it. So,
yep.
That being said, it does seem, if you can take that stuff and you have a really fucking good memory, or you have a lot of patience for going through menus of the spider web type menus where you can click on stuff and be like, this person was this, whatever, then have at you. Even it does that stuff is a little bit more obtuse than games that have done that before, because it really doesn't flat out say a lot of stuff. But the puzzles that I did do were pretty cool. I just got to a point where I'm like, I want to do the side stuff, because now that old me would just zoom through the main story. But
sure.
I want to. There's a guy missing his dog. I know where that dog is, and the dog's being held by these people that kind of took over this little town or whatever, and I can't get the dog. And I'm like, well, that's all I want to do right now, and I don't want to look it up, because I don't want to look up every single friggin' mission in this. So I'm like, I want to do side stuff, and I just don't want to spend the time to find out how to do everything.
That sounds like the type of game that I would play similarly to the way I played Elden Ring, like with a walkthrough open the whole time.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's like the game really has to be worth it for you to do that. Like that's for me, it does. Like it's like I would be doing that for a lot of games.
If the
Elden Ring
was
definitely
fun,
the exception, not the rule.
Yeah, Chris, if the combat was fun, I think I probably would stuck with it. I honestly really didn't like the combat that much, and I'm like, if I'm actively going out of my way to avoid enemies this kind of early in the game, I think I played about 4 or 5 hours in. I think I got about 5 hours in, from what I remember. Then yeah, no, thank you. So there's that. But that let me start Trails in the Sky Chapter 1, which I
Okay.
grabbed on the Switch 2. We'll Switch 1.
Oh, so you bought the
Playing it on
game,
Switch 2.
not just the
game.
demo. Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, I played the demo that a couple weeks ago, or was it last week? I can't remember when I mentioned it. First off, I'll say the Switch 2 version looks and runs much better than the Switch version did. Because I played,
so.
It's like I played the Switch demo and I played the demo on PS5, and I was really conflicted. And I was like, well, if I'm going to get on PS5, I'm going to wait, because for a long game like this, I like to be able to have the option to play it whenever, like, you know, in bed or whatever, when I'm in the washroom or what have you. So I will wait to get it on PlayStation 5. But then reviews started coming out and people started saying the Switch version was much better. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. Huh. I will say Falcom, I'm not sure if they're the publisher or the developer. I think they're the publisher.
They're the developer.
Are they the developer?
Yeah, I think so.
So whoever publishes it, who I'm not too sure, more people need to take note, because the way they do the Switch 2 version is very good. Because one, the full game is on the cart for Switch because it's Switch 1. Good. But you get the upgrade. You do have to pay for the upgrade. The upgrade was $1, and it fully downloads an entire new version to the Switch 2. So basically, the Switch 2 version is download only, but you still have the full game on the cart for the Switch 1 version. But it's only $1 for the Switch 2 version. So it's not like a lot of Switch 2 games now are like more expensive for the Switch 2 and cheaper for the Switch. So in this case, you're getting for the Switch price and $1 extra. I'm not sure if the dollar is like a technicality with the way Nintendo runs their shop. I don't know if they have to charge $1.
Yeah, I wonder.
I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was pretty impressed by that, because that dodges they didn't have to make a Switch 2 physical technically, put it on a 65 gig cart and have it cost like $100 Canadian or whatever, $89.99 there or whatever they are there. But yeah, I'm liking this game, man. I started it up last night, and it's the first time ever I took my Switch from full charge to it dying in one sitting, which is about 45 minutes. It was probably about 2.5 hours, I think. It was somewhere around there. But I'm liking it. It does start off slow, but I do like the characters so far. There's one character that's kind of got that anime stereotype, Estelle. That's kind of, you know, like the
does
typical,
it have the high-pitched annoying voice character?
Okay. Well, it's her, but it's not all the time.
Okay. All right.
But another reason I kind of got this is because if anyone listens to Mr. Matty Plays, he's been a fan of this. Actually, not for that long. He's only been playing this series for like 5 years. He really likes it, and he says after the prologue, which I'm still in, the writing changes kind of drastically, or the voice acting, where still the same voice actors, but the anime-ness of it goes away all of a sudden. And he kind of questioned, like, I wonder if that was like a change they started making after they started recording everything. We're like, you know what, let's just tone that down a little bit. So he said after the prologue, it becomes way more of conversations and like things of people actually, what you would actually say and react to certain things. So I'm kind of looking forward to that. But it's not overly grating at all. Like, I've played way worse. Like Ys, that last Ys game that came out, that was way worse in that regard. But
when did you become the JRPG guy of the group?
I don't know. Since
that is a thing that happened. I'm just not sure when it happened.
I don't know when it happened, man. This one specifically is because of the games I've been playing lately. I wanted something more slower paced and just kind of more chill. Mm-hmm. And that's kind of why it was a perfect timing. And then I saw all this hype about this of a series I've never even heard of, and then I just started watching. It looks pretty good, man.
I mean, it looks good.
It looks really good. The production quality is very good. I expected like the Ys type thing. This looks on totally another level than that. Not to diss Ys or anything like that, but you can definitely tell one is a higher budget than the other one.
Geoff, is there jolly cooperation?
There has no mention of jolly cooperation, but there is cooperation. There is co-op attacks and stuff. And that talk about the combat. The combat is very cool. It is. I think I mentioned during the last time I mentioned it was the demo. It's kind of like Metaphor, where there's real-time combat and turn-based. The real-time combat is more deep than Metaphor. Metaphor is basically just like you have the one attack, you whack them, whatever. This is, you can still do some magic attacks, some arts or whatever, your regular attack. Beat up on any smaller things, but then whenever you want to, you can go right into turn-based, which is cool because if there's a bigger enemy, if you stun any enemy or that's around you, and then you go into turn-based, you get the advantage. So all your characters get to go first. So
nice. Okay.
you're doing, there's actually like strategy and kind of skill to the turn-based or to the real-time combat, and then you go into turn-based and it's like totally different, but it's still kind of quick, fast moving. One thing they do that is really cool, if you lose in a battle or like a boss or something, it gives you like 4 different options. It's like retry with the lower difficulty for this fight. And then there's like go back to your last save or go back to main menu. But having it just go down difficulty for that fight is awesome. More games should have that for my RPG. Like, I might be playing a lot more JRPGs lately, but I'm not good at them. So I did use that once, and I'm like, oh, that's actually kind of cool because it doesn't drastically change the difficulty. It changed it enough where I got through the boss fight. Well, it was like a side quest or whatever, and I was like, oh, okay, cool. And it does some really cool things with menus. I think every RPG developer needs to look at these menus and take a tip, because almost everything is accessible when you go to like a shop, which I love. Like, you can compare everything from that same screen going to like another screen. You can like equip right away. You can even substitute. Like, everything is done like what on any of these shops you go to buy stuff, and it's so helpful. You don't have to like exit it or go into a different menu. It's really kind of like free. It flows really nice. It's very user friendly for sure. Okay. Yeah, I would say
they definitely worked on the user experience. That's where
they did. Yes, and I guess this is like they've had like 20 years of input, because I guess this has been around since like 2004. And this is a remake of that first game.
I guess the think I have one of these games. I don't remember.
The PSP one looks cool. Yeah, that was the first one.
I think that's the one I have. I think I have the PSP one. I'll have to check later on.
So this is a remake of that.
Oh, okay.
But it's all like totally remade, totally fully 3D.
Oh yeah, it definitely doesn't look like they just took a PSP game and fucking up-resed it.
No. Like, it's cool.
There's definitely been some work.
The loading screens has like the PSP sprites in the corner as it's loading.
Oh, really?
And stuff, so it's kind of cool. That's you can see like what it looked like back then. But yeah, I really like it. I mean, I'm sure to anyone who's a really big JRPG fan, they're probably like, well, no shit, this is a good series. But anyone who hasn't tried it, maybe try out the demo. If you try it on the Switch, just keep in mind you're playing the Switch 1 demo. I don't think there's a demo for the Switch 2 version. The Switch 2 version looks way more better. Way more better. Definitely more comparable to the PS5 version, because it's not like a crazy intense game that's going to use like a shitload of power. But there was a huge gap between the PS5 version and the Switch version. The Switch 2 version is much closer to the PS5 version, from what I could tell.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So, but I am enjoying it. I think that's all I really wanted to talk about with that. And the other 2 quick ones, I finished up Metal Eden. I was pretty short. I think it was about 6 hours or so.
Oh, wow.
Same thoughts as I kind of had before. It's a decent Doom clone. The newer Doom games, it very much plays like them, just with more traversal stuff. We did touch on, they do use AI, so I did look at it. They did use AI in the game. They were always open about it. They use AI voices for the robots that are in the game. So
that's
fine. Take that how you will. Yeah, they did.
I don't like. That's the thing. It's like I don't mind. If it's a robot, then sure, but.
Yeah.
The big thing is don't take jobs away from people. It's like that's the part that pisses me off. It's like, but at the same time, like one of the things I'll say is like at the same time, if it's like, if they're not even if it's like a startup, if it's one dude trying to put together things that he wants to, like, I understand going to AI so
that he could no way afford.
That he could no way afford to hire people to do it, right? That kind of thing. But I don't want to like having I don't want to see any AAA studios using AI.
No, like if EA, Ubisoft, or whoever start using AI for voices, it's like, what the fuck?
I already don't like buying from them. I feel dirty if I buy from them. If they start doing that, it's going to be like, nope, no more.
Oh, well, dude, there's some news we're not going to touch on today, but we'll touch on it when it actually happens. But EA might be getting bought out by like the Saudi Arabian company. Yeah, they're going to go public, so it's no longer going to be a publicly traded company and selling it for $50 billion.
$50 billion.
Yeah, we'll get into that if it actually happens next week. But that's a lot of places have been reporting that.
Apparently, like the Kushners are interested as well.
The who? Sorry.
Oh, wonderful.
Kushners, like Jared Kushner.
Yeah.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Yeah, I think it's like $30. I'm pretty sure it runs on Unreal Engine 5. I didn't double check, but if it does, it definitely has some of the worst PS5 hitching that I have experienced. In bad times, like in mid combat and stuff, and in a first-person shooter, that's pretty fast. It is very noticeable. Not enough to totally kill the enjoyment for me or anything. Just it stood out more than any other game that I've played so far.
Gotcha. Okay.
And it does kind of like the storyline. There's some stuff happens at the end that I am like, what just why is this happening? Like, did they just skip an entire part or something? I don't know. But yeah, for $30, it's a good shooter. And I beat Metal Gear Solid Delta.
Nice. Cool. That's great, because you said that was that one you haven't been able to the past couple times that you tried, right?
Yes, I have never beaten Metal Gear Solid 3, any version of it. I have tried. I own it on like 4 different platforms at this point. I finally beat a version of it. I am happy I beat a version of it. I probably would like this game a lot more if I played it back in 2004 or whenever it came out. I like what they added. I like all the quality of life stuff they did. That got me over that hump. But the game, I felt like I was fighting the mechanics and the controls the entire game. It just does with so many games now that have done stealth so much better mechanically. Just control, including them, like it just sticks out like a sore thumb, and I just did not like. I ended up just going full Rambo towards the end. I didn't even bother trying to stealth anything. I was like, whatever is going to let me shoot it with a rocket launcher to the face, they're getting a rocket launcher to the face. That's the way it's going to work. And it made a boss fight apparently a lot harder. Not harder, but longer. It's a very easy boss fight, but it takes a long time depending on how many people you kill. Spoilers, I guess.
Oh, yeah.
Because I had to walk down that creek for so long.
Yep.
So many ghosts. But I am glad I played it. As it is now, I wouldn't rank it in even my top 3 favorite Metal Gear games. I am happy I played it, though. I am happy I can finally say I played all the Metal Gear.
Yeah, I guess it just games. Really depends on people and what they get out of Metal Gear. You know, it's like there are a lot of people that swear that this is the best one, and it's like
I probably would have if I played it back then.
Maybe
even if I played Subsistence, like the re-release when they added the behind the like the actual free roaming camera. Maybe if I stuck to it then, I might have thought it was really good. I think it's the easiest to follow story for sure. The characters are awesome.
Yeah, I like the story a lot. Yeah, the boss battles are like top in class. Like they're way better than anything else in the series. I think
that is true.
Okay.
So yeah, there's lots of standouts, I think.
You guys keep talking about games, and I keep going to Steam and putting them on my wish list. All right, just gonna keep doing this. It's gonna get what's that?
Did you get Hades 2 yet?
No, not yet. It's on the wish list. It's on the wish list, though, Jason.
Let's go, buddy.
I'm sure, Jason, you probably knew this because you played back in the day. But do you know about Guy Savage, Chris?
Guy Savage.
So when I beat Metal Gear. I was done with it or whatever, and then I went back after I was done with Hell Is Us. I'm like, okay, well, my trails didn't come in yet. I'm like, well, I want to just mess around. I'm gonna go back into Metal Gear. Don't know why I had this urge to go in there, and I was going in there just to check some stuff. And then I noticed on the menu screen there was Guy Savage. I guess it unlocked for beating it, and I clicked on it, and it's a character action game.
Yeah.
Totally not Metal Gear. or anything involved with Metal Gear. So apparently they remade this too, and this was in Metal Gear Solid 3 as well.
Yeah.
It's like this side thing that could, or some other people, I guess, at Konami or whatever. Like Jason will probably have a better.
They farmed this one out to Platinum. They had Platinum,
really?
Yeah, do a little bit. And it's very like Castlevania character action game. So like it could be its own game at some point.
But could. I was like, shit. Yeah. This could have been something. Like it's a very short, like little kind of like demo type thing, but it was pretty cool.
You would totally miss it too. Just like completely fucking The only way that you could access it in the first game, I think, is like when you were in the jail or something like that, and then you have to like quit out to the menu. And
I looked it up. It says to trigger the Guy Savage mode, players would need. This is the PS2 version. Players would need to save their game while Snake was in a torture cell, quit, and then reload their save file.
Oh wow!
And that's how it triggers it. And then it says about Metal Gear Solid Delta that they also made it an Easter egg when you beat the game, so they gave you another way of getting to it. Okay, that's really interesting. I've heard of Guy Savage before, but I don't think I ever knew what it was. That's really interesting.
Yeah, I was like, where did this go? And I thought maybe that would have been like where Revengeance kind of got the idea from, like Kojima, but there's a whole other stuff going on with that game, I guess, at the time. So, but yeah, that's basically it. So beat those two games and try to return one, and I'm sticking with Trails until Yote.
Damn.
Next week.
All right, nice.
Yeah.
I only played Metal Gear Solid Delivery part 2. So I finished up Death Stranding 2. I finished it last night actually, and this is a solid number 2 on my Game of the Year list right now.
Whoa.
Wow. Okay.
Like it used to be it like we've been talking about how good this year has been, and I know that when Expedition 33 came out, it was like my entire thing was, I don't know if Yote is even going to be able to budge Expedition 33. Well, Death Stranding was amazing. Definitely hits that number 2 spot. I don't know if Yote is going to be able to move that. Like, I thoroughly enjoyed, dude, the last, so there's 16 episodes for the game. Once you get to episode 10 or so, like 10 or 11, it is then like a fucking roller coaster ride to the end. It is crazy, like how things just start moving really fast. There's a couple of missions that essentially make you try either you have to move, you have to basically use the fast travel system that they have, which means you can't bring anything with you and you have to refabricate everything you want, or you have to travel the entire fucking continent. So there's a few missions like that are like, all right, you have to be very strategic about how you're navigating the continent. I very much dodged some BT areas in those. Just like, I don't feel like dealing with BTs right now. I'm in my truck. I got all my shit. I don't want to fuck with you. I'm going to go around. So like, it's good that they give you those options though. You know what I mean? It's like, they are, as you pull into an area that is populated by these enemies, it like the game tells you, and it gives you the option to go around. The story is all over the place, crazy, but it's the payoff is great. Like the payoff at the end was really, really great for me. And I don't even know. Honestly, I don't know how to explain it without spoiling things.
It's tough.
It's really hard to explain.
Did you throw Dollman? Did you throw Dollman?
Oh yeah,
I did throw Dollman a couple times. Yeah, I did throw Dollman. The one downside to I threw Dollman. I always did it straight up, and Geoff, that's what you said. Kind of like it works kind of like a guidepost. Only difference is if you're approaching a like an enemy camp or something like that. The guidepost will actually keep track of all of the dudes that you incapacitate. It'll get everybody. It'll say like you've got like 16 out of 16, and you can run into them. And as you take guys out, it'll take them off the counter. Can't do that with Doll Man. So
no.
it's
more of a fun little thing.
But I mean, it is helpful. It's a niche thing where it's like, yeah, I'm going to throw him up, see if there's anything over this mountain, whatever it is, But like I don't even know what else we can say about this game. It gets really, really interesting with combat at the end because you get a particular weapon that is unusual and effective. It's the final boss.
Gun.
The final boss, I was ready for him to fucking die. Like, please go away. Like he is one of my least favorite, as in he's I hated him. Like I wanted him gone. Boss in a video game. And I was just done with this guy. I was like, please go away. And the way that he goes down is super funny. I fucking loved that. But they do such a good job. Like Kojima he's on another level with like the not just the quality of what he does, but the creativity of the story that he's telling and how he tells it. Like I don't want to spoiler anything about this, but there's one part in the game where like all of the NPCs that you've met not all of them, but all the primary NPCs that you've met that have had an effect on what you're doing as a porter, they're all essentially laying in a circle, and the way they present that moment, it was the first time that I'll say that was the start of me as a consumer of this story kind of stepped back and was like, wow, and from that point on, and this is probably in the last 2 or 3 hours of the game, I would say. But like that entire ride all the way to the end was so fulfilling and meaningful. Like just the way that it works out for all the characters, the journey that you see Sam go on, the things that you see him have to deal with, and how you can relate to those things as a person, as a human being. Like I don't even know where to go with what I'm talking with what else to say about this game, but
it's a really good story.
It's a great story.
It touches on a lot of emotions as well.
It's way out there. It practically had me crying at the end. Like it's really, really good stuff. And the way they handle the gameplay in the second one is it's so much more approachable. They give you a lot of different things that help you on your journey. Like, you can fabricate trucks, right? Well, now the trucks can carry weapons. They can carry, they have like a sticky gun so that if you're driving past a lost package, it'll just pick it up for you and put it in the truck. Like that's fucking amazing. They have, when you get into like the mountainous areas, they have spiked tires so that it's easier to climb the mountains, things like that. They do a lot of things that wasn't in the first one that really help you with the gameplay.
Imagine going from that and then going to play a game that has the same gameplay mechanics as in 2005 or 2004. That's what I did.
Well, I will say I don't think the stealth mechanics in Death Stranding are anything to write home about. So
again, that being said, imagine those, but way worse from 2003 or whenever Metal Gear Solid 3 came out.
Yeah,
I don't think they're that great either, but yeah, that's
better than 2003.
Like, when I tried Metal Gear 5 right after Death Stranding, they have so much in common, like in terms of their combat. Like a lot of the stuff works very, very similarly, like up to the point where when you kill an enemy, it goes into like slow motion for like a couple seconds. And then just going from that.
Which I love, by the way.
Oh, it's awesome.
I mean, it's great that it does that, because not only is it a good indicator to the player that you've finished off that enemy, but it allows you to train your view on the next dude that you've got to fuck up, right?
Yeah.
So, and it's little things like that I love. What gets me about Death Stranding is that all of the controls they're Kojima controls. Like it's not what
they're
you would
overly
expect.
complicated for no reason.
Yeah, it's not what you would expect in a normal action game. It's like when to crouch, you have to hit what is it, R1 or something like that, and that feels weird. Like, so there are times when I'll hit circle to try and crouch because that's what I'm used to, and he'll swing like because that's the melee button, right? And like there's I can't tell you how many times I hit the touchpad to pull up my map, and it goes, "Hey, my name is Sam."
Oh yeah, so many times.
God damn it! It's like because you have to hit options, and it's in the main menu, right? So there's a lot, like the controls get me a lot on things like that, but the actual gameplay, it's once you get into it and you understand how the controls work and you actually get used to it, it's really fun. It's a lot better than the first one for sure. And yeah, I will say that being able to, so Geoff and I were talking about a particular pair of gloves that you can get.
You can mention them. They're really early, apparently. I just didn't figure out you can do something till way later.
So there's a pair of combat gloves that you can get, and the combat gloves are fantastic. And you didn't even know they did what Geoff was telling me about. You could literally shoot Palpatine lightning with these combat gloves. But you have to like charge it up, and he goes just like that. What the gloves do if you're not charging it up is you can literally sneak up behind and this is level 2 gloves. I had the level 2 gloves. You can literally sneak up behind just about anything and take them out just by touching them. And that's it. There's one point where there's mechs in the game, right? There's these mechs that are a part of it. And the first time you run into one of the bigger mechs is at like this fabrication center, and there was only one of them, but I was able to sneak up behind him and shock him and one shot the big mech with those combat gloves. They're so good. And then even if they turn around and see you, 2 melee hits with the combat gloves takes out a regular mech. Like, great stuff. And there's so many little things like that. It's like they've got this particular weapon works really good on BTs. This works really well on humans. And it's the whole game is very specific. Don't kill any humans, right? You've got to figure out a way to do it without killing them. So all the guns are like rubber bullets and all this other stuff. So you really have to strategize what you're trying to do when you go into a combat scenario.
Well, they made that part pretty.
They made it a lot easier.
All the guns work on both now automatically, whereas in the first game that wasn't the case.
I never really used a regular gun on a BT, though, to be honest with you. The one thing I didn't like, though,
Geoff, in the first game or the second?
In the second game, I didn't really use any regular guns on the BTs.
All the guns are the same in 2, though. What do you mean by regular weapon? Where regular guns?
Just like any gun. I didn't use a gun.
Oh, you didn't use any gun on them. Okay,
no,
gotcha.
I usually use the grenades, or I would sneak up on them or something like that. But the one thing is, they give you so in the first game, there's like a cuff that you can get, and you can sneak up on the BTs.
Well, yeah, we're retreading stuff now. Yeah, we talked about that.
Yeah, but in this one they don't have that.
It's in here.
Is it? Because I could not get it to work. Because I thought
it was easier to work in this one than it was in the
really?
first one. Yeah.
Oh man, I must have been doing something wrong because I literally was avoiding BTs for that reason.
Really? Yeah, I thought it was kind of a little bit easier to do that in this one. In the first one, I had a hard time finding where the line was because that's how you did it in the first one. You can cut them off from the line or whatever. But no, you don't have to do it in 2.
You don't have to be at the line. You just, if you get close enough to them.
Oh, that's probably why I wasn't doing it well then.
Yeah. So if you just get close enough to the BT, it'll prompt you, and you can just slash it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but in the second one, they do give you something.
Right?
Yeah, I couldn't get it to work though. I could not get it to work.
Okay.
I don't know why. Maybe I was just doing it wrong. I'll have to go back and check. Anyway, it's a great game. If you're one of those people like I was, where it's like, it's just a walking simulator, it's not. It's great. Just play it. I still would highly suggest that you find a really, really detailed story summary of the first game and just jump into the second. But you do need to know the first game before you go into the second. but the gameplay in the second is so much better that I normally would not do that, but because of the long ramp up of the first game, because it literally takes you like 10-20 hours to get to the point where you're like, okay, I get it now, right? In this game it's like 2. So
I'll play devil's advocate and go the other way and say I think you should still play the first one, because I think it gives you more appreciation for the second half of the first one, and then way more appreciation for part 2. But that's just
fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
No, I mean that does make sense.
Smart thing to do would be to do what Chris says.
Yeah.
If you just want to play, if you're hearing this and you're like, that sounds cool, but I should go back and play 1. Yeah, but you don't really have to.
But yeah, that's it for me. So right now I'm trying to decide what I'm going to do over the course of the next week between now and when Yote comes out. So I might be well, either that or I'm thinking either that or picking up Silk Song again. But I know I'm not going to be able to finish Silk Song before I get into Yote. So
yeah, probably.
Yeah, I might look into Hades 2, because I know if I can get a good enough run, I might be able to get.
Or why don't you go back to Hades 1 and then just see if it's not clicking with Hades 1 again.
No, get Hades 2. It's just better.
We'll see.
It's just better.
It's just better. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But yeah, that's it for me. So let's move on. What do we got, Geoff? We got some news next.
We're giving away a game, I think, aren't we?
You want to give away the game next? All right.
Yeah, let's do that.
Let's see, Jason.
Yes.
Give me a number between 1 and 10, please.
7.
7. 1, 2, 3. I have to scroll every time. 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. So what I was doing was actually mixing everyone's names.
7 times.
I did that 7 times. The winner of Ghost of Yote is Crackerjack.
Whoa!
Cool. Oh, Crackerjack!
Congratulations, Crackerjack! Thanks for entering, and I will be contacting you probably either after the show or after the show posts, one of the two. And I will be able to get with you about how you want me to send you your physical copy of Ghost of Yote.
Congrats, dude!
Good stuff.
Yeah.
Congrats, Mr. Jack.
Exciting. I'm really excited for this game, guys. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if you can tell. No,
couldn't tell at all.
I mean, it's not like I like Sucker Punch and everything they've ever fucking made or something. You know, it's maybe not everything. What was the big series that they had early on in the PS2 days?
Infamous?
Were they?
and Sly?
Before that? Sly Cooper?
Was it Sly Cooper? Okay, yeah. I didn't really play those, but man, starting with Infamous, it was like Sucker Punch could do no wrong. Cool. Now we could move on and talk about some news.
Now we can talk about some news. So I did not open the news on my laptop because why would I do that? Because that would just be the smart thing to do. So to my phone.
And that takes away some of the entertainment of the show too, right? Because
of course.
If we're ready, what good is it if we're ready?
You know what, Chris? I like the cut of your jib. I love you, man.
All right. Love you too, buddy.
So before we get into the state of play and some of the TGS things, there's a couple smaller ones. Doug Bowser, the head of Nintendo, he's retiring at the end of this year, December 31st.
Making the way for Bowser Jr.
Bowser Jr. He will be replaced by Devin Pritchard. And she
Do we know this guy? Or is it a girl?
It's a she. Cool. Yeah. Maybe it's pronounced Devon, maybe. I'm not too sure. But yeah, she has been with Nintendo for a long time, but I don't think she's
like 20 years, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think she's been like a really public facing. Neither is Doug Bowser really. Like he's probably the most forgettable CEO of Nintendo. Like because Fils-Aimé was before him. And,
Fils-Aimé was he was a personality, right? He was basically synonymous with Nintendo of America at that point because everybody knew who he was, right? So I'm wondering if Devin is going to be that type of CEO, and I'm wondering if this is going to be a good move. I hope so too, because I feel like Reggie. There was a lot of good stuff that happened when Reggie was around, but it's not all like in reality, CEO of Nintendo of America. I don't know how much involvement they have in like the big Nintendo decisions that happen in Japan. You know what I mean? So I feel like that, things are going down.
Well, people weren't happy with Bowser, and some people are thinking maybe he's actually being forced down. you never know with these things because we don't know what happened, the behind the scenes stuff. So
yeah.
I mean, he was there for the launch of the Switch too, so that was successful. So I guess he was like, I did my job, peace. Or
Yep.
maybe some of the decisions he did, they're not happy with, and they're like, peace. Who knows?
Yeah. I mean, it easily could be either one of those.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it's for the better, though. That's the big thing. I'm hoping for the better.
Yeah. I like it when the heads of the platform holders actually have personality and they actually like show their faces on these shows and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like, it just adds so much more. Like back when, remember back when it was like Phil Harrison, Peter Moore, and like was it Fils-Aimé back then too? It was
Fils-Aimé, I think.
Yeah, when it was those three, that was awesome. The three of those three at one time was pretty cool.
Yeah, we don't really have that figure anymore. You know, I don't feel like we do. Like Microsoft has Phil.
Yeah,
right?
but that's, I mean, he's put his foot in his mouth for
for sure. But everyone knows Phil. A lot of people I don't think would even know who the PlayStation head is right now.
I don't know who it is.
Yeah, because they got what's his name is gone, who basically fucked up. I can't remember. Jack. Well, Jack Trenton was good. He was always up on the stage and personable, and that other guy. I always get him mixed up with Adam Boyes. Oh no, wait, Adam Boyes did work for Sony, right?
Yeah, he was he
was somewhere up there, but anyway, who is that? I don't even. Oh, it's the guy who used to work for Guerrilla. Like the fucking Killzone, like Guerrilla Studios. He's the head of the PlayStation right now. He's the one who like really wants all of the games as service stuff. He continued that from when the other guy left. Why can't I remember his name?
I think I'm looking at the wrong thing. So Sony Interactive Entertainment.
Yeah.
The head, it's Hideki Nishino in Japan, and then Herman Holst.
Herman Holst, yeah, he's the one. Okay. He's worked for Guerrilla, and then I want to say Jack Thompson. This is gonna bug me. I'm gonna have to look this up after.
Jack Thompson.
Jack Ryan Thompson. I don't know. Anyway, but yeah, the Nintendo people have been kind of like ever since Fils-Aimé left, hasn't really been. Even Miyamoto doesn't even show up too much. He's there once in a while. But yeah, so hopefully Devon will.
Jack Trenton.
That was before.
Yeah, yeah. Before. No, I'm saying you were trying to remember his name, right? So
no, the guy after Jack Trenton.
Sean Layden.
After Sean Layden.
Jim Ryan. All these people I don't know.
Yes, like, Jim Ryan.
None of these names sound familiar. It's like Jack Trenton's the last one I remember. It's like I don't know.
Yeah, well, makes sense because a lot of these personalities they brought in a bunch of like businessmen only to run these game companies, and a lot of them don't know what they're doing. They're looking at everything from a corporation.
They're working off spreadsheets.
Whatever. Exactly. Yeah.
Working off spreadsheets. I don't like it. Anyway.
Ew. Bring fun back to E3. Bring E3 back. Bring fun back. You know what's not fun? Spending a shitload of money on something that you don't need.
That's true. That's not funny.
So Microsoft finally announced the prices for the ROG LIX and S. I don't even know if the smaller one is called the S. We'll just go with that because it's easy. It's the lower spec one. The lower spec one is $599. And the higher spec one is $999.99. So 1,000
Jesus Christ.
Smackaroos US. That is $1,300 Canadian. It was already
going in and buying a $500-$600 piece of equipment and it not even being the top of the line. Like there's still something that's twice the price of that. Oh my God.
That's nuts. Because the Lenovo, that new one, is like the one that's crazy, right? Is it the Lenovo? I don't know what it is.
I think it was the Lenovo one that was that, and that's the thing. It's like we're in like this new area within the gaming, market. There's consoles, there's PCs, there's handheld consoles, and now there's handheld PCs.
Handheld PCs, yeah.
And that's really the situation that we're looking at here. Where the Rogue Ally is not a handheld console, it's a handheld PC. You can literally dock this thing and use it as a Windows 11 PC. So it's not. It's like you have to understand what you're buying. I actually bought one of these handheld PCs before they were being produced by a lot of these more reputable companies, I'll say.
Yeah.
So like there was a God, who did this one? This is
how long ago did you buy this thing?
This is a long time ago. Well, not super long, but GPD.
Oh,
actually, I've got it right here. I can show it to you guys. But this right here, come out of the dock.
Something like that.
Yeah, GPD Win. So let me pull up the camera so I can see what I'm showing you guys. So this thing right here, right?
Okay.
This is a GPD Win 3. This is from 2019, I feel like, or something like that.
Okay.
And so it's got dual sticks, it's got shift button, it's got the shoulder buttons here. There's a USB C port up here. There's an A port down here, which actually connects to a dock. So I can use this as a PC. It slides up and it's got a keyboard, right? So
that's kind of cool.
Yeah, but that's how much it was. It was around $1,000. It's a handheld gaming. It's a handheld gaming PC. I got this, and then the Steam Deck came out, and I realized I don't need one of these ever again because the Steam Deck is good enough. Like, and that's what I think is important here. The Steam Deck is also a handheld PC, but it runs on Linux. And you can, as long as you can navigate Linux, you can flip it to PC mode, and you can do whatever it is you need to do on the Linux side of things. It's not going to get you like the same functionality as a Windows PC, but you can turn around and install Windows on it if you want. Like, that's a thing too. It takes a little bit of effort, but it is possible. And I think we have some people. We know some people that did it, right?
Yeah, for sure. I don't agree with the comparisons with the Steam Deck. Only because that's like saying you don't have to buy a PS5, you can buy a PS4. And it's true. You can. Or you can buy like a PS3. Because Jason's looking weird.
I see
what you're saying. It's like a next-gen version of what that is. It's like...
No, and that's true. You're right. Yeah. But the question is when Steam does a refresh of the Steam Deck, what is that going to be?
Well, that's the thing, right? Right now, that doesn't exist. Like, I would tell people to hold out for the Steam Deck, but right now it doesn't exist. And you see a lot of people say, well, I'm going to buy a Steam Deck instead for like $350. It's like, you can, but I don't think people are just saying that to be like, there's a cheaper version. Yeah, but you also don't need a Switch 2. You can buy a Switch, but don't expect to run Battlefield 6 on a Steam Deck. It's not going to happen.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like,
or if it does, it's going to be at the lowest possible settings. Like, I will admit 100%. Like, Baldur's Gate 3, it is rated that it is on Steam Deck, and it runs on Steam Deck, and it is rough. It is very rough.
So you get what you pay for, but it's totally viable. I wouldn't buy one regardless. But this could give me $500. I wouldn't buy it.
And the reason I wouldn't buy it is because I don't really do portable gaming anymore.
Same.
I have understood that about myself. If you do, and you are interested in that high fidelity that a PC gets you, then a handheld PC might be for you. But you have to understand what you're buying. It's not a handheld console. It's a handheld PC. That is literally what the world we're living in now. Console PC, handheld console, handheld PC.
And the branding isn't helping stuff. Because when people, there's enthusiasts out there that do go ahead and buy this, and they're wondering why their Xbox digital library games that aren't Play Anywhere don't work on it, they're going to be like, what the fuck? I thought this is like an Xbox. Like, no, it's the PC version of an Xbox, which is you get what is on that Game Pass and the Play Anywhere games that work between PC and Xbox. All those other games.
That's a really good point.
No,
that's a really good point,
stuff too.
And the streaming stuff. And even the streaming stuff's not everything.
Yeah.
So,
but if you get like the Rogue Ally X, like if you just have regular Game Pass, you're going to need PC Game Pass in there to be able to play those games. You'll need the Ultimate. Yeah. So. It's definitely a different market that they're going after. And I think it's a rather new market for the most part.
It's an enthusiast market for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely an enthusiast market. But
crazy fucking part is it's sold out. But how many did they make?
It can't be that many. I mean,
I'd assume it wouldn't be that much.
I would say in the tens of thousands, not the hundreds of thousands.
I'd probably agree with you. So. Not hundreds. I mean, Steam Deck's at like 4 or 5 million, and it's when it came out, 2020.
Good question.
2021.
It was before. I think it was before 2020.
Was it?
Let me see.
Well, and that is by far the highest selling one version of these. So I would not. Yeah, I think you're right. It's definitely probably under.
Oh, it was after. It was after 2022. It was
after 2020.
Yeah, it was 2022.
Oh,
so it's only been out for 3 years. Wow.
Anything between 2020 and 2024 is like a blur.
Yeah.
2023.
I remember a sickness, and that's about it. That's all I remember.
But I'm not buying one of these things. If you have the money, like again, I'm the same boat as Chris. It just comes down to my portable device is the Switch 2. It was the Switch before that, and the little retro one, one that runs like really old shit.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it. That's all I need. I don't need one to play fucking Expedition 33 when I'm out for like half an hour.
Yeah. I will say one thing that I would say that this is something like this is really interesting if you travel a lot, because it's not just about playing it portably. It's also about having a PC that you can just dock and plug into anything.
Yeah.
Right. So, when I travel, I don't travel a whole lot, maybe like once or twice a year. But when I do, I usually bring my Switch and my Steam Deck, and I just bring both docks, and I just plug them into the
commercial right there. Do you remember those? You remember those?
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't.
You just basically did one. I'll try to explain it, but I'm going to butcher it. It's like I don't always do whatever, but when I do, it's Dos Equis.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
okay.
I always like what I don't. Yeah.
The most interesting man alive. Yeah. Christopher Riccio.
No, I'm not. I'm not at all. But yeah, if you travel a lot and you can get like the cheapo docks for it, it's really nice to be able to just plug in a portable PC and just bring it up on a TV, right? That's really
totally
nice.
Yeah.
Well, anyone who's listening to this or sees this, if you are planning to get one of these, let us know. Let us know what you think. What triggered you to get it? What excited you about it? Yeah,
there might be better options out there. But the Xbox name carries a lot of weight, and people that have not, immersed themselves in this particular hobby will see the Xbox name and go, "Oh, maybe I'll get one."
People who aren't following it, they're going to be. I think there's going to be a lot of surprised people, or maybe not. Maybe it's so. Maybe the people that do want it are the people that know exactly what they're getting. But
yeah, it could be. It could be. I've got a AYN Portal 2, which is an Android device, which has got like a 7-inch screen, OLED screen. It's beautiful. I can play all my Android stuff and emulation stuff, but then I also I stream over my network, and it's fucking beautiful. Like, it's got a really good battery life, and the latency is really, really good for being like over a home network. I'm happy with that. I don't need a big powerful PC handheld, so I'll be skipping.
No.
This for
and
sure.
In that case, even if you wanted to just do that, like get the cheaper Steam Deck. If it's streaming, like I don't know if the streaming works on Steam Deck, but yeah, for that type of stuff.
Same way.
Yeah, then I would just do that.
Yep. And then with all of that, it then depends on what kind of games you want to play. It's like Geoff said, if you're looking to play Battlefield or something like that, you probably don't want one of these higher priced ones. But like for me, the Steam Deck is fine because most of the games that I do play in portable mode aren't Metroidvanias or something like that. Like they're lower fidelity.
Like Hades 2 would probably work perfectly on it. Right?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Hades 2.
I think Jason likes that game.
I love it.
What else we got?
You're gonna probably buy it after this. Won't play it right away though. Then we just got some stuff. We'll keep it with Xbox because they had their TGS kind of presser thingy.
Yeah,
which wasn't too much there. Their big reveal was they finally officially announced one of the worst kept secrets. Forza Horizon 6 was announced. It takes place in Japan, so that's probably why they did that. They held out for that. Didn't show any gameplay though. It was just like a trailer, like a teaser trailer type thing. That's coming out next year. It's not coming to PS5 right away though, which I thought it would because of how Forza Horizon 5 is the best selling game on PlayStation 5 in 2025 so far, and it's coming out. They just said at a later date it'll come to other platforms, but it's next. I don't even know if they even gave a window, but it's next year. Then they said it was to come out later to other platforms. So that's a thing.
Did you watch the show?
I did watch the show. Yeah.
What stood out for you? Like even things that we knew about. Was there anything that really stood out for you?
There was a lot of like free to play gotcha stuff. But that's their market over there, I guess. Double Dragon Revive. They showed a little bit more of that. Yeah, and every time I see that, the more that they show, the less I'm. Yeah.
Oh no.
They showed off these weird like extra modes, which are just like mini games, kind of like you're hitting an enemy into like a bunch of boxes, seeing how many boxes you can. Like, I don't fucking want to do that. What the? I have no desire to see that. But it just looked kind of janky, because it's a 3D space, right? And the very, very first attack, the very first scene that they showed was one of the characters kind of going like up and to the right, like aiming towards the sky diagonally, and then just fucking throwing a punch and completely whiffing, like it going through him. No fucking hit detection. It's like, this does not look good. This is not a good look.
No, I did nothing about it, which is sad because I really like.
That's disappointing.
Yeah. And Gaiden is really good. Double Dragon Gaiden's fun. This does not look that fun. The only other one that caught my eye, and I actually tagged Jason in the Discord, but he was busy. But was Gore. They're remaking that game. Gungrave Gore. Yeah, they're remaking it.
That game is so bad.
Yeah. Is Gore the first one or is Gore the second one that came out relatively recently?
Gore's the relatively recent one. Yeah.
Relatively recent one. Yeah.
Yeah. The one on PS2 was fine. It was janky. It was
that's the one I played.
Yeah. That one's dumb fun, but Gungrave Gore was holy shit. And then they made it into a VR version of it, which they tried real hard. This is their third attempt at it.
Oh wow. Because I was pretty impressed. This one looked like it is better than at least the original that they put out, but again
it's probably a different engine, so
it's all brand new.
It might be, I don't know, but maybe they'll finally do it.
Honestly, you see a trailer for the original and I thought it looked cool too. It wasn't but
same.
Yeah, I'm actually watching some of this stuff right now. Like I've never played Gungrave, so I'm not sure about.
I played the PS2 version.
Yeah. Okay.
Way back in the day.
It reminds me of what's that
Trigun
movie? No, I was actually the way I saw one scene where he was like the way he was shooting
like El Mariachi.
It reminded me of what the movie with Christian Bale where he's like a fucking gun ninja. No.
Oh yeah. Oh shit. What is
starts with an Equilibrium. Yeah. That's it. And it kind of reminds me of that because the way the character moves while they're doing their gunplay.
Yeah.
I don't know. I might be wrong about that.
No, you're right. You're right.
Okay. I was going to ask about Ninja Gaiden 4. Like, what did you guys think of that?
I mean, it's more Ninja Gaiden 4. They just went over something. There's going to be like difficulty options. There's also going to be like a difficulty mode that changes as you play. If you start dying a lot, it'll automatically make it easier and harder if you're doing really well.
I'm going to like that.
Yeah, I'm going to play that. That's good. That's my mode right there, man.
But they didn't really show anything like new per se or anything like that. It was just kind of like
not really. Trailer. Yeah. They've had a couple different like gameplay trailers pretty recently.
Yeah, I've seen enough of it. At this point, I'm kind of like tired of seeing it. I'm just kind of like, let's just get on with it.
Yep.
And speaking of, let's get on with the show a little bit, because
Okay.
Sony had a state of play the day before, a couple days before, that showed off some good things. Now let's start with the big one. They fucking showed Wolverine.
Oh yeah, they did, and I'm still like very cautiously optimistic about
fuck
this.
Yourself, Chris.
It looks really good.
What are you cautious about? Insomniac, they never put out anything good. They never made good Marvel games before. Guys,
you,
what
Geoff.
the fuck?
Let me be, man.
Wolverine. Oh, it's rated R. There's blood and shit, Geoff. What do you want from Wolverine?
I don't know.
Dude,
it's weird.
I don't like hairy Canadians, okay?
He's too short, like the actual comics, guys.
I was really impressed by what I saw. I was really impressed by it. And I was glad that they are doing something that they're not just reusing like the engine that they would use
New York
for Spider-Man. Like I know that there was some talk of that, but I don't know. I'm really excited. Yeah. It looks really interesting.
I love
like a lot
all
of fun.
The like the recap stories from like Wario64 on Blue Sky and Twitter and shit, and like all their posts of the screenshots were censored. Like it's like they're not safe for work. You had to click to actually see the screenshots because they were graphic.
It's super gory. It's like
blood tech, man.
Yeah, they even I remember one of the people that was in the video was saying that they were deciding whether or not like he like shoved the blades right up a dude's
like is that too far?
Neck.
Right?
They're like, is that too far? And then we did it. And it was like, no, that's fine.
Yep, it's just right.
It's gotta be there. It's gotta be there. It's like okay.
Yeah, I think that was in the Origins too, but that was so lower fidelity. It wasn't as like this is just like. Yeah.
It's what you expect from Insomniac, right? So, it looks really good. I'm excited.
Fall 2026.
Mm-hmm.
If it doesn't get delayed, that's what we're looking at.
About what I expected. So I'm good with that. I actually expected holiday 2026. I think that's what we're going to end up seeing probably.
I think we're going to see 2027.
27? Very possible. I guess it depends on whether or not Insomniac is working on anything else,
which is a rumor that they are. But they have multiple teams. Depends on how many I guess are working on this. I mean, I hope it doesn't get. What's their track record for delays? I don't even know. They might be one of the good ones that don't. But I just feel like everything gets delayed at least once these days. Like
I feel like you're right, and but I don't. I feel like Insomniac is one of those companies that doesn't actually release a date until they know.
Yeah.
So.
Let's hope so. I hope it comes in fall.
Yeah, I'd be good. Certainly be good with that.
It looks awesome.
What else were you excited about in that show?
The other one
besides the God of War controller, Geoff.
I'm not particularly interested in this because I wasn't a big Returnal fan, but Saros looks really good for that type of game.
Checked. Saros looked really interesting, but I'm with you. I was not a big Returnal fan. So this is something that I will definitely be stepping back and seeing what happens. I have Returnal and I played it quite a bit. But it never grabbed me. That loop wasn't
maybe this is the Hades 2 kind of situation and they made that game but better.
Yeah, maybe.
And just like the Ninja Gaiden thing, they seem to mention a lot that this could be easier or at least more forgiving than Returnal.
Okay.
The comeback powerful. They added a mechanic where you can, if you die, you do come back to life, like on that spot. So that'll be helpful for sure. I wasn't a big fan either, mostly because it's a roguelike though. So it's kind of my MO.
Yeah,
I don't think
same.
Let's not forget about the big surprise. Microsoft Flight Simulator for the Sony PlayStation.
With PSVR 2 support.
Yeah.
Well, not at first. It's coming later, but still, it's been a long time coming, baby. I've been holding off on getting a PlayStation until it got Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Day one.
I would say definitely try it. It is impressive, but it's not really a game.
It's not a game.
it's not going to be on PS Plus or anything, so I wouldn't say go out and pay like $80 or $70 or whatever it's going to be just to try it.
Yeah.
I played the last one. I didn't play this new. I didn't play 2024.
Can we talk a little bit about Chronoscript?
Yeah, talk to me about that one. That one looks interesting.
That one, it looks really interesting. Like, I don't really know what to make of it yet.
Yeah.
But it's certainly, like, it was one of those things we were talking about. Shoot. Why is it slipping
we're talking
my
about
mind Comic Zone, and then we brought up
saying that it would be that other game with the scribble knots.
No,
it's the one. It's the book one.
Where he jumps in and out of the book.
Plucky Squire.
Plucky Squire, yeah. And it very much felt that way to me, but more Metroidvania-like. Like, I don't want to say that that's what it's going to be, but it does feel like that from what they're showing. I'm extremely intrigued by this because it's
when is
it's
that
more
out?
than
Is that out now, or is that?
Did they give a date for that?
No,
I think it says releases in 2026.
Oh, okay,
so it's not out yet. But like traveling through the ink to get from one area to the other, and like I don't know. I definitely want to see more about it.
Yeah.
But the concept looks really interesting, and I was a fan of what Plucky Squire was doing. I just got interrupted by a different game for that one. But yeah, I definitely want to see more of this. It looks interesting.
Anyone excited for Dynasty Warriors 3 remake?
Oh, that's so fucking weird.
That is weird.
Good for them.
I am not. It's like whatever. My wife might be. I don't know. I'll have to ask her if Dynasty Warriors 3 was one of the ones that she loves. But she was really big
in particular. That's weird. I don't get it.
No, I don't know. Maybe there was
no clue. I've never
really
played them.
I don't know.
For me, not a reveal or anything, but I'm happy that Crimson Desert got a release date, which is March next year. So I'm happy. I'm happy about that because that looks very, very, very good. March 19th.
March 19th, sure. 2026. Okay.
The personal one, Halloween, they showed a little gameplay of that.
They did.
They've still only mentioned that it takes place on like that night. That like the first two movies takes place in. So I don't know what else that game is going to be. You know, it's got to go to like the hospital and other locales, right? Like it's got to be more than just the neighborhood stuff.
Locales,
yeah,
that's going to get pretty repetitive.
Seriously, yeah. The other one that I was interested in is Let It Die Inferno. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. It's a roguelike, Souls-like, kind of wacky, like, you know, Suda 51 style, like wacky joint. And this is the sequel to that. So yeah, that could be really cool. I like the first one.
Never played it.
They had speakers.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Those look kind of cool. Like if I played on a desk, I'd probably look into getting those if they're pretty good.
I would too. Yeah. They've got like planar magnetic drivers, just like the latest headphones that Geoff has.
Sound real good.
Built-in subwoofers, 3D audio. It's got a mic built into it, but also the cool thing is the PC plus PS5 like dual connectivity. You can easily switch between the two. So if you did play at a desk or something like that,
but it's just a USB. It's just a USB key, right?
It's like a dongle thingy, yeah.
Yeah, they showed it working wirelessly, so it's either Bluetooth or a dongle. But yeah, they did specifically mention that you can connect to both of them simultaneously, or switch between them simultaneously.
Nice. Okay, good deal. A couple other key ones were like Neo 3. I don't know if that was how much we knew about that beforehand.
It was announced.
Announced. They've got a date for it now, February 6th.
Yeah, and then Code Vein 2, I thought was an interesting.
I'll give that a shot. I'll give it another shot. The first one didn't really jive with me, but
that one's in January. But yeah, I mean that's, and then so another weird one, like the original Deus Ex remastered.
Yeah,
was that
very popular
known?
Game.
I got something to say about this. Seeing Aspyr do these remakes like this, or these re-releases.
And is that Aspyr?
It is Aspyr, yeah.
Okay.
And now that I've seen what they've done recently, and like Deus Ex is a great game. Like everyone fucking loves it. I've never played the first one. But some people call it like one of the
best games
ever. Yeah, it's and the whole immersive sim. Like they love that shit. This wasn't that impressive. Like it doesn't make it look. It looks better, but not by like crazy amount.
It makes it look like a 360 or
that kind of deal.
Yeah. I would say that's accurate.
If that's what Aspyr's version of KOTOR was going to look like, I'm fucking happy that was canceled, and that it was given to Saber.
That's a good point. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because I can totally see now why they were like, "This is what you know what? We're gonna give it to somebody else and see what we can do here." Because it's fine for Deus Ex, I guess, whatever. But for KOTOR, a game that I personally really fucking love and we love, like, it's I would want a proper remake and not just like updated textures,
like an up-res. Yeah. I mean, KOTOR, I think was a little better looking, to begin with. So like an up-res of that would probably look better than this up-res. But at the same time, like they're not doing like really new textures or anything like that. Like
even new geometry. Like it looks like all the geometry is the same.
Yeah, that's kind of what I meant.
Yeah, so like from the like environments and stuff more than anything, but like they certainly put more polys on the characters and stuff, but like the actual environments, it looks like the geometry is the same. And they just decided to up-res the textures. It looks bad. And it's like, it's one of those things where it's like I see things like this and I'm like, I don't understand. Do they think this looks good? I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not sure. Like I understand that there's going to be people that are going to be very excited about this, but you're certainly not going to gain any new people.
That's not going to make me play
that. Yeah,
at all. And I never played the original. So
yeah, I mean that game is very well revered in a PC space. Not so much on consoles.
Console now.
Yeah, and this game's already been kind of
modded,
touched, and modded and stuff. All to hell, in a good way. So I don't think, I don't know who it's for, really.
Yeah, it's not for me. I can tell you that much. So
cool. Not related. Well, related because they did show more of it. But are any of us gonna get the Final Fantasy Tactics remake next week?
I've got it pre-ordered on Switch too.
I'm thinking of grabbing that too. I don't know when I'll get to it, but I've never played the original really. So. So for 20 minutes I played on PSP earlier this year.
I played the original to death. Death.
I've played through multiple times.
I have not played through multiple times. I can't say that, but that game was pretty long, if I remember correctly.
And tough.
I put a lot of hours into that game. Actually went through and like in Tactics, you can actually do a bunch of side quests to get Cloud, and I did all of that. So I remember having him when I got to the end of the game, if I remember correctly, and doing it that way. But that was, put a lot of time into that game. I haven't decided if I'm going to get this yet or not. I'm certainly not going to get it right away. But it's I'm seeing a lot of good press about what they've done to this game, so we'll see what happens.
That's same. I still don't like the way it looks. But
the way it looks is a little weird, but full voice acting is nothing to shake stick at, right? That's pretty big.
Yeah. So. I wish you could pick and choose what you want, like, because they do have like an original mode, right? With the original graphics and stuff. Like I want
no voice acting.
I want that with the voice acting and shit like that.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Gotcha.
Cool. That's basically it, though. Unless there's anything else on there that you guys want to talk about. It was overall pretty decent state of play. I mean, Wolverine, for me, it brought it from like a C to like an A, basically. I was like, Wolverine, it was all I need. I was like, oh, fuck yeah, finally.
I was pretty happy with that. I honestly wish I would have watched it live, because I feel like that would have been much more impactful. I
didn't get to see it live.
Because I had already I forgot about it, to be honest with you. And I saw some of the messages in the Discord saying they showed Wolverine, and I'm like, oh fuck, well now I gotta watch it, right? So but I'm pretty happy with that. pretty happy with that.
It's gonna be a long year.
Yeah. It is. There's a lot of games to play. It's fine.
Oh, just too many.
Too many. Good stuff. What else we got, gents? Anything?
That's it.
That's it? We calling it a show then?
I think so.
Yep. Good stuff. Well, it's good talking to you guys, man. Yeah. I love doing this every week. This is fun.
It's fun.
Hope you guys enjoy listening to this every week, because we certainly enjoy doing it. So if you do enjoy it, please tell a few friends about us. And if you're on YouTube, please like, subscribe, and comment. All those things help us out a lot. Trying to get our subscribers up. We're still a pretty humble little show. But we certainly want our community to grow with good people. So if you are on if you're on the internet, go to interactivedistractions.com. If you're on the internet,
if you're not, I don't know how you're listening to this, but
I don't know how you're listening to this, or whatever.
Somebody downloaded it to your Zune, and
that's right. Interactivedistractions.com is our link tree, and it can lead you to our Discord, where you can come and hang out with us and chat about games. And it will also lead you to our Patreon if you want to support us. And we certainly appreciate all of our patrons. Patrons do get extra entries into our giveaways when we do them. And I believe Crackerjack was a patron. He was. So he actually had 3 entries into the contest, and I'm sure that contributed to him winning. But thank you all to all of our patrons for helping us keep the lights on. But that'll do it. So until next time, my name is Chris.
I'm Jason.
I'm Geoff.
Play your games, and we'll talk to you next week.